What is up, my G's? You're watching Gator RC, and today I want to turn this Rustler into the fastest car that I own. In this clip right here, I managed to beat 140 something kilometers an hour. So my goal today is to do that again with this car, and I'm going to add a bunch of 3D printed aero parts, or like spoilers, splitters. I'm going to add this humongous wheelie bar that I have from my drag Rustler build. That's going to make it a lot more stable, and let's just have some fun. As you can see, this car is actually broken right now. I broke it by smashing the car into a wall. It wasn't on purpose, I just didn't see that it was behind me. So I've actually got to take it apart from a new car I have. Well, I bought it used, but it may as well be a donor. Quick little unboxing. Just gonna quickly pull it out so we can get started on this build. Anyway, here's the car. Just another Rustler 2-wheel drive. This one's brushed. I will be selling it, but perfect to give it some spare parts. That's the part I need. So there's going to be quite a lot of unscrewing. A good few Phillips screws later, we have it unscrewed. As you can see, the front is a bit messed up, to say the least, but the second this part arrives, I'm going to put it back in. Now the same thing for this car. Voila, all done. Car's nearly like new again. Everything works once again. I just don't have the little part that goes across the front here. I'll have to 3D print that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the wheelie bar off and the wheels. Wheels are off, and now just 4 screws for the wheelie bar. Next, I think that we should completely lower the car, because the more downforce we have, the better, so it doesn't just fly over. Oh god. Beautiful. Now, what wheel shall we give the car? Obviously on the back, the big the better. So these are some really chunky big 1/10 scale tires. This one is a bit bald, but you can see there is a very big difference there. So these wheels on the back. So I have these dragster wheels that I use from the drag car as well. They'll be perfect for the front. Would you look at that? The wheel hex is bald. Awesome. These two are good though, so I'm pretty lucky that I have more of them. Very nice. But I still think the car sits a bit too high. See, there still is like a bit of wiggle room there. So I'm just gonna adjust the shocks on the front and the back to the lowest position. All 4 are lower. Looks a bit better, but next let's go do some printing. I'm gonna print the rear wing here. It's gonna be really cool. And a front splitter. I also need to print a little part for the front. A lot of printing. I'm back after printing, and I've got a few things done. First of all, I've got this piece that is on the front like that. I also have these little side, how would you call them, the fins that will actually do the downforce stuff. So 2 of them for 2 sides. And I've got this part that is used to connect the fins with the car. That just slots in. And there we go. That's pretty much the whole front splitter. Let's get this screwed together. I need some glue to hold these parts together as well. And then we can put it on. Okay, I've got these side bits there. These will just screw on to the sides here. It is starting to rain, so there might be some rain in the background. Anyway, let's screw these on. These screws barely hold, so I'm just going to give it some glue. Perfect. This one actually screwed on very well. That's weird that the other one didn't. First of all, we can glue these rectangles on. And then we can just like that. Voila! While that's drying, I can show you my new piece that I made for the front. Custom speed demon for this video. This is the piece that is just going to slot on the front there. I really do not like putting these stupid E-clips on. They're so hard to actually get them to fit properly. Let's try. Okay, front bit's on, looking good. Next we can focus on the green stuff again. Everything is nice and dry, so we can screw all this together. Starting off with these two pieces, obviously to the maximum downforce setting. One side in, very nice. Now the other. Next thing we can do is remove the TRX front bumper, because we do not need that. And we can screw this contraption on. Whoa, that splitter is humongous. Compared to the car, it's almost too big for the car. One thing I do notice though is that this part bends back a bit. So I'm just going to squirt some glue in. After this then, I can go print the spoiler. But this thing is going to be crazy. And it is raining outside, so I'm not going to be able to drive it today. Well, in this video, tomorrow I'll be driving it. That's going to be fun to see how it's actually going to drive. Will it drive any better than original? We'll have to see. Okay, we're back a good while later, and I have the spoiler. I do not have the mounts for it onto the car, but just the spoiler. Looks very nice. And I'm thinking to make two silver stripes here. It would match very well. So I have to match it up on the front, masking tape it, and then paint them. Just with a marker, I'm not going to go full out with spray paint. This does not need to be exact, just needs to be similar. Like this. I want this other stripe to be a little bit thinner. Next, I can actually start to paint it. I was looking forward to this. I thought the markers go through the masking tape. That looks pretty good so far, but I think that we may need 2 coats. I want the stripes to be kind of like in line with the wings. So I'm gonna have to try and... oh, it's already off the side. I guess I'll just do 1 stripe then. Be there. There we go, masked up. I think that's close enough. Now the second coat. I had a little thought, and I think that these tires for the back would actually be better because they're a little bit smaller, so it's not going to be as quick, sadly, but it's going to be a lot more controllable, and they're wider, so they'll have more grip, and it'll just be easier to drive. The second coat is dry, and it's time to take it off, I think, at least. Look how bad. Oh, it's not too bad. I actually really like how this came out. It fits the car a lot. Big change. This one's a bit worse because some of the tape lifted off. Oh god. That doesn't look too good. This looks really bad. Let me do some magic. Okay, I managed to save it a little bit. There was a lot of metal brushing, some nail polish remover, and a few stickers. It looks good though. I've also got the parts to mount the spoiler. Here they are, 2 on the back, and we can also mount the wheelie bar with these. A good while later, I've managed to glue it on professionally. Now we have to screw it on, just the 4 screws that we took off earlier. Screwing those 4 screws on means that we have blocked the holes to put the wheelie bar on. So there's 4 holes here, here, both sides, so we can screw this thing on. Next I have to take this small spoiler off from the body because it hits the big spoiler. Wow, check this car out. It looks absolutely incredible. Beautiful. The splitter looks awesome. The body and the wheels fit so well. Then we've got the spoiler, Red Bull ready to race, and the humongous wheelie bar on the back. This thing just looks like it means business, and it's huge. There's one more thing to do, and that is to decorate this a little bit. Just a few little stickers. But overall, this thing looks awesome. This is what you call a top speed car. It just looks incredible. Wow. I'm gonna meet you again tomorrow when we're gonna go speedrun this thing. Alright, just got on location. We're about 8 days later after the last clip, but the weather is pretty windy and the ground isn't too level here, so I hope we don't strike the splitter. Especially here, this is the fast pass where we'll be going from there across and over there. And look at the difference here. That could destroy the car, I hope not. I'm starting off on 2S just to get a warm up in case this ends badly, but it may be intense. Alright, test number 1 on 2S with the small wheels. It's already dragging. I'm gonna go for a full speed run. Okay, didn't blow up. Ooh la la, broken already. I think the splitter flew off. Yeah, here's a bit. Damn, splitter's broken already. It snapped on the 3D printed part. Okay, I've got the bigger 3S battery. That's the speedometer that I'm using. I've also got the big orange wheels, so it should be way faster now. On 2S, it got 55 almost kilometers an hour. Here's what it is in miles. Pretty fast. Speed test on 3S with the big wheels. Whoa, I hear plastic banging sounds. Ooh, Jesus Christ. What happened? I mean, I know what happened, but well, there's a bit of the spoiler gone. Is it okay? More pieces of plastic everywhere. I mean, the spoiler is kind of in... No, it's holding on one leg. That's pretty bad damage. Let's see how much it got. Oh, one of the clips is gone as well. 150, 70 kilometers an hour. Okay, well, I'm afraid that's the end. The car is completely broken. The spoiler is the worst because half of it is still on, but then the other half is just flapping about. If we go over here, you can see that the wheelie bar is also broken. The screw is there, so I don't know even how that happened, but everything's really destroyed here. On the splitter, it's split like perfectly down the crack. I don't know how it happened, but that sucks. Anyway, there's loads of bits everywhere. Then on the ground there's a lot of green parts as well. So that's going to be it for this video. I got 70.5 kilometers an hour in the end. Here's what that is in miles. And well, I don't want to just trash the whole thing, so I may as well just stop here. Maybe I'll go for the record again. You can give me some ideas in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!